A coalition of civil society organizations and youth groups are protesting at the National Assembly, demanding the immediate passage of the Electoral Amendment Bill with a focus on mandatory electronic transmission of election results. The coalition, under the banner #OccupyNAS, say the action is aimed at avoiding rigging and at strengthening transparency and restoring public confidence in Nigeria's electoral process. Now, former presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, who also joined in the demonstration, spoke to our correspondent.
We are certain that, but we need to address our concerns about this country and the election. What we want is an electoral process that is transparent from beginning to finish. Our demands about the amendment is simple. Let us have an amendment that allows first, let no qualification of people who want to contest the election. And that qualification must be advertised. So if anybody says, I went to this primary school, I went to this secondary school, I went to this university, people are supposed to know about that. And that process has to continue through party primaries and everything. And finally, the election must be transmitted electronically from the polling booth direct. We don't want any point any longer. Let people watch it. That's what is happening in South Africa. That's happening in Ghana. That's happening everywhere. The giants of Africa have refused to be giants in anything. We cannot continue to shame Africa. We now want giants of Africa to be true giants of Africa. And the only way we can do it is to live a transparent, honest life, starting from our election process.
News Central's Idong Joseph is on standby at the protest grounds and joins us now for more updates on the ongoing protest. Idong, many thanks for joining us. What's the situation of things where you're at the moment?
Good afternoon, Judith. We are still at the National Assembly, the main entrance of the National Assembly, where the gate into the complex is still locked. As early as 8 a.m. this morning, a couple of civil society organizations gathered here just to register their presence and to make demand on the Electoral Amendment Act, which is undergoing a review in the National Assembly, and are seeking a mandatory transmission of election results from polling units in real time. And if you can see behind me here, you see a couple of crowd are still here. People are still here, and most of those who are here are civil, human rights activists. Those from the civil society organization and family of from the civil society, they've left here. And if you turn to my right here, there's a beef up of security right from 6 a.m. this morning down to this point. They are still here. Security operatives are all around here. Just to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order here. And I have someone from the and so I'll just walk up to Precious Oruchi, who is a human rights activist here, to also speak to us on some of the demands that they are making here today. So please, can you talk to us why you're here today?
We are just here for one reason, and it's for our votes to count. That is the key thing. That is why you see everybody here. Both the rich, the poor, educated, uneducated. We are just here. One thing binds us all: for the votes to count. You understand? That's all. That's why we are here. It's not much.
So I want to understand, how will this change bring a reform in the electoral process?
It will make the votes to count. Mandatory electronic transmission of results.
So are you trying to say
not that we'll be asleep in the middle of the night and then you announce whatever you wish. Let it be transmitted. Let's see our results be transmitted. Let our votes count. Have our votes be counting? You're asking me, I should be asking you, have our votes be counting? It's not been counting. Did it count 2023? It did not count. They know it did not count. And they know that this particular clause will make the vote probably count. And that's why they quickly stepped it down. The criminality in the 10th Assembly must be stopped. It must be stopped. It's too much. Every time there's one or two altercations, whenever they are passing bills, during the tax reform, that's how senators were shouting that it is not what they deliberated for that was being passed. It is not what they deliberated for. Now, senators are even still clamoring that it is not what they said that is being passed. Instead of transmit, they put transfer. This whole corniness, this whole criminality of the Senate president has to stop. Nigerians are exhausted. Nigerians are tired. At this point in time, it's do, I don't want to use the D language, but it's do or D. Our votes just needs to count. That's it. If they want peace in this country, I'm not threatening war, our vote needs to count.
Okay, Judith, from here you hear that what they want is their votes to be counted. The current, the existing Electoral Act prescribed that INEC should prescribe whatever means they want election results to be transmitted. And there's a proposal in the Assembly here, which the House of Representatives adopted, and that stipulates that election results should be transmitted in real time from the polling unit. But the Senate, on the other hand, insisting that what exists should be maintained, and that's the Assembly have inaugurated a conference committee to harmonize the bill between the two chambers, and this they are making just one demand for votes to be counted in real time from the polling unit. So that is just the demand of everyone who have come here. And earlier today, just as you saw earlier, Peter Obi came here and also made the same demand that votes should be counted from polling units, should be transmitted rather from polling units, rather than allowing INEC to prescribe whatever means it wants to transmit votes.